Atiku Abubakar demands apology from Nyesom Wike over distortion of fact. Hello everyone, welcome to Newsport TV, compliments of the season and Happy New Year. May the new year bring good tidings for us all. Now let's get into the news. The Special Assistant Public Communication to Atiku Abubakar, Frank Shaibu, has demanded for an apology from Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike over his alleged distortion of fact and fabrication of stories against revered political icons. Shaibu made this demand in response to inquiries from Vanguard on Saturday about claims made by Wike during his public outings in Port Harcourt on Friday. He said, in his futile bid to reinvent history, the governor of Rivers State, whose tenure will end in a matter of months, addressed the public, telling unsubstantiated tales of what transpired during 2003 presidential election cycle. Suffice to say that Wike himself was nothing near the theatre of events at the level of national politics at that time, but he nonetheless went ahead to fabricate stories that have been variously rendered by active participants whose accounts negates the impression that the Rivers helpsmen desire to create. Speaking specifically about the claim that Atiku made a sitting president kneel before him, Frank Shaibu said, whereas Wike demanded for a video or photo evidence of him and his co-travelers with political opponents of the PDP during their inglorious London meeting, it would be nice to subject the same Wike to the same standard of proof in showing evidence of what happened between Atiku and Obasanjo in 2003. Governor Wike cannot be rendering accounts of events that he is not an eyewitness to and which he, at that time, was distanced from the theatre of happenings and national politics. He accused Wike of seeking to desecrate the memory of late Chief Tony Anini. The presidential candidate's aide further noted that Chief Anini remained a close ally of Atiku Abubakar up to his last moment. He also said, beyond that, the relationship between the Anini political dynasty and that of Atiku remains cordial till date. It is therefore deserving that Wike renders an apology to President Olusegun Obasanjo, Vice President Atiku, and the Anini family. The former president is a revered statesman, and it is highly unworthy that Wike would make vile comments about his tenure as president and leader of the PDP, paint Vice President Atiku in borrowed robes, and dance on the grave of Chief Tony Anini. The PDP presidential candidate's aide attached a video of former Abia State Governor Orji Uzor Kalu, who was one of the 7 PDP governors during the Olusegun Obasanjo era. In the video, Kalu was heard saying, contrary to what has been in public space over time, it was actually the then Vice President Atiku Abubakar who knelt before 17 PDP governors to beg that President Obasanjo's second term should not be truncated. So people, that is what has just been given as a response to Nyesom Wike's referral to this incident of Obasanjo kneeling for Atiku for a second term bid. And if you recall, what the quoting of Nyesom Wike was what Wole Soyinka wrote in his book. Professor Wole Soyinka wrote in one of his renowned books that is what transpired, and also his role as at that time. Now, people are asking Nyesom Wike, why is he making that kind of analogy in a situation with the G5? G5 refers to the 5 governors of PDP states currently. And as the G5 seems to be moving in a kind of robotic fashion now, trying to, seem all important, it's becoming quite extreme to be like, you are 5 human beings. Of course, you are the head of your state, but as an individual, you have just 1 vote to cast. So if it's going to take you so long to be able to decide who you want to vote for or you want to support in less than 2 months to the election, what exactly are we doing? What kind of politicking is happening? People have started saying the G5 should better just make their own decision of choosing who they think should be appropriate for this role, rather than beating around the bush and not making a headway of what exactly they do want. So with this happening now, is Nyesom Wike going to render the apology as demanded by Atiku Abubakar to him, Atiku, to ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo, and also to the soul of the late Chief Tony Anini. Remember, one of the things he said was that, the condition that was given to Obasanjo by Atiku was that Tony Anini should be removed from his roles as one of the members of the campaign council, and also as a minister as at that point. And they said Obasanjo did exactly that. The third-term popular bid of President Obasanjo is something that is always still being talked about, to say that, that's what African leaders want when they get into office after spending the first and second term. They always want to find a way of either extending the tenure or run again for a third term. But no leader has been able to succeed with that as far as Nigeria is concerned. But of course, in other African states, we've seen a pocket of those kind of things happening. So how important are the G5 to the re-election bid of either Bola Ahmed Tinubu of APC, Labour Party Peter Obi, and also Atiku Abubakar of the PDP? We hope that they are going to make up their mind, and we are going to wait, because Nyesom Wike is definitely going to respond again to this demand of apology from Atiku Abubakar to all those parties involved. And as Professor Wole Soyinka has kind of been taking off the radar of this, because he's a respected elder statesman and he wrote it in a book. Professor Wole Soyinka doesn't just sit down and just say anything like that. He's always citing instances, and he will tell you if he's either making a reference to something, or he experienced it, or what he thinks about a particular national interest topic. From this end, we just hope that we'll get it right in 2023, because the countdown has already started. We have less than 55 days to general elections. How far have we gone? How is the campaign going? And any more surprises coming? We'll keep our eyes on the ball, and hopefully we'll get it right in 2023. What's your opinion about the apology? Please drop your comments in the comment section below. One more time, Happy New Year. Wishing you a prosperous 2023 and a very peaceful general election in February 2023. See you in the next video. Stay safe out there. God bless Nigeria, and bye for now.